Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer, bees on the swarm. Rain on your college ass disco dorm. For you to even touch my skill, you gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For any MC in any 52 states, I get psycho. Killer Norman Bates, my producer slam. My flow is like bam, jump on stage and then I dip there. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Real Show, a brand new episode where I give my unique takes on the latest news in sports and pop culture. So today's episode, I have a couple guests on. One of them is a rapper. Another guest is going to be promoting his local business that's going on right now, his roadside assistant business. He'll get you caught up on that. The request line is 607-753-4819. Once again, 607-753-4819. So for those of y'all who's listening already, who've been listening for a couple weeks, who still haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I ain't gonna say it for the 100th time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Real Leel TV because you will get your latest updates. REAL_LEEL_TV. Alright, definitely subscribe to that. Once again, Real Leel TV, subscribe to that channel. 2 radio shows, 2 platforms, 1 podcast, daily live streams, giving you the latest updates and news on your favorite sports and pop culture topics. So definitely get going with that. But first, to start off this show tonight, I got one question for y'all Central New Yorkers or whoever's listening, all right? What is more important, money or integrity? That's the question of the day. So remember, the request line is 607-753-4819. Once again, 607-753-4819. Call up the show, let me know how you feel, how you keep it real. But yes, money or integrity is the question, and it's going to be the highlighted topic that headlines this show throughout the show. Number one, reason why this question came about was because if you all know, and y'all been following Steve Harvey, Monique, comedian, joined the Steve Harvey show to explain her issues with Hollywood and them potentially blackballing her because of her integrity. Monique also had some issues with Netflix, and that's how this whole thing came about. You know, she was offered $50,000 or $500,000 to do a comedy special, which, you know, in Monique's case is slavery money. You know, in the contract, this is the contract. This is the details of the contract that I know so far. All right, in the contract, it was supposed to be for 12 months. Then after 12 months, basically 12 months after the special premiered, she was not allowed to tape or negotiate any other comedy special with anyone else. So, which is outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, all Monique need to do is say, I'm Monique, and she could get $500,000 like that. She don't need no comedy special, no dag on Netflix. If they're not paying people equally. Because, you know, I'm keeping it real here. There's a difference in pay, as she brought up. And trust me, I mean, we live in America. We all know that by now. I mean, come on. So, I'm not faulting Monique. A lot of people got on Monique, like, you know, who she thinks she is. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell nobody what the hell they worth is. If you believe your worth is something else, if you believe you're worth $1 million or more, then you have the right to believe it. Who am I? I'm nobody compared to you. You know what you're worth. I know what I'm worth. People could say I'm worth $1. They must be smoking ganja. I'm worth more than $1. All right? We talking the $1 million Real Leel Show that we out here tonight giving y'all all these news and what I do best. So I'm not going to fault Monique for feeling how she want to feel. All right? With a person of her stature, she should be offered more money than $500,000. My gosh, who are you trying to feed? You know what I'm saying? So Steve Harvey now came out, publicly criticized Monique, you know, and it's funny because they great friends from what I recognize. You know, they both great friends. So, you know, he came out. You know, obviously, Steve Harvey, you in the radio business. And I could understand to a certain extent why Steve Harvey would do it. Why? Because when you're a radio personality, every day you got to come up with topics to talk about. Especially Steve Harvey, who's got TV shows, radio shows on the same day. Don't even have enough time to kiss his daughter goodnight. You know, it's crazy. So, you know, you got topics, you got all these topics that you got to get into, and then sometimes you just like, you know, I hear something out in the open, in the headlines, I'm going to talk about it. Don't even know what the hell you talking about. You just heard it. All right, it's valuable. We're going to talk about it today. It happened to me a couple times where I had to come back on the show the next episode and apologize because I was wrong, because I didn't get enough information, because I had to get, you know, stuff on the program to talk about. You know, it happened to me. I'm not scared to admit when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it is. But as a friend, you know, I would have made the call to Monique, like, listen, you know, had that one-on-one dialogue before the airing of the Steve Harvey show and find out what was really going on, because that's a friend, all right? A friend, the definition of a friend. So that's what he should have done. And he didn't do it. Monique came onto the show, expressed how she felt about the situation and sort of whatever was going on. Now, this is where things get interesting. As they were both going at it respectfully, but, you know, you could tell, I won't say there was tension, but you could tell, you know, things was going up. Monique basically said, you know, like, I'm standing up for something. And Steve Harvey, some people will call him coon for, you know, what he about to say. When I'm about to say that he said, you know, it's not about black or white, it's the money game. That's what Steve Harvey said. It's not about the black or white, this and that, it's about the money game. All right? And Monique is preaching integrity. And Monique went on to say, we lost our integrity chasing the money game, playing the money game. So I have two opinions on this. Number one, I wholeheartedly agree with Monique. I see people with my own eyes that, you know, they get a check and they don't even have no respect. They forget how bad it was when they was going up, when they was living in the slums and they didn't have a pot to piss in, they didn't have a pan to cook food in. I don't know how the hell they did it. And all of a sudden they get to the highest level and it's, you know, it's totally different. They don't even visit back the hood, nothing like that. So I understand where Monique is coming from, but at the same time, as much as we could sit here and criticize Steve Harvey for his comments, because I'm a little, you know, I'm a little disappointed, obviously. You always want that black figure to, you know, show that he's a strong black man, but at the same time, Steve Harvey made it a point that, listen, I got kids that I gotta feed. You know what I'm saying? I have children that I gotta feed. So I understand where Steve Harvey's coming from. At the same time, as much as, you know, we could have a right to feel critical about what he said, because at the same time, he got a family to feed. So he got all them gigs that he got going on, the Steve Harvey show, the radio show. You know, I remember the other day I was in the car. You know what I'm saying? I was in the car with my dad. We was driving. We was going to my sister's graduation. And, you know, we was listening to Steve Harvey show in the morning, right? My grandmother was like, didn't he have a show? Don't he got a show in later on in like a couple hours? I'm like, yeah, he do it. Steve Harvey show. This brother, I don't know how he do it. I really don't know how he do it. So, you know, some people value money more than integrity. You know what I'm saying? You have those. And throughout this show, you know, this topic of money and integrity is going to come in throughout the show. Because you have your Muhammad Ali's who took a stand and, you know, didn't fight in that Vietnam War, put principle over money. And you have your Floyd Mayweathers who's still supporting Gucci. You have your Colin Kaepernicks who take knees. And then you have your Michael Jordan that don't even say nothing when it comes to people shooting people in the street for their sneakers. And you have LeBron James building schools. And everybody else looking like a fool. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, money or integrity, what is it? What's more important to you? 607-753-4819. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and I'm going to have my first guest on the show to talk all things rap. Don't go nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. Tune into the Real Leel Show. Central New York, I know you heard that classic Michael Jackson. Don't stop till you get enough. Oh yeah, we getting right into the heart of this show. I got my first guest on this show, Mr. Shaq, and I ain't talking about the basketball player now. I'm talking about the rapper Shaq. We out here, and you know, shout out to you, brother. How's it going?
Everything's good. You know, we here. We still going to school, trying to finish up this last semester in Portland. Other than that, doing music. You know, taking every day as it is, being in the moment.
Facts. So what happened was, initially, if y'all tune into the Fire Mike Festival episode, we had performers that performed at the Fire Mike Festival, and each performer that performed was escorted here to the booth to do an interview with me. And for some reason, you wasn't escorted over here. I don't know what happened with that. So I said, you know what, we gonna set a time for this, and here it is right now. So I got a couple questions for you, right? So I'm gonna start off with the usual, the famous question that everybody asks: what inspired you to say, you know what, my name is Shaq, and I'm black, and I'm gonna put these boys down on whatever? I can't finish that. I started good. What inspired you, brother? That's the question right here.
Honestly, I've always written ever since a little kid. But my thing was I was always more self-conscious on it. Like, I didn't like people like reading my rhymes or really paying attention to that. Then, I'm chilling with the bros. We chilling, living room. We all trying to do a song, and we all come with a verse. So everyone spit their verse, and then once I spit mine, it's just like, yo, Shaq, like, you nice. Just like, nah, I'm not really jacking that, because I've always been, to count it out. But I feel like there's lessons in that, so it's like I took that. My bros gave me, honestly, the confidence, my closest family, and it was more, as I went on, I started connecting, realizing that the things I write connect with other people, so it was just a crazy experience to this day.
So would you say that writing raps is like poetry? Because that's basically where it originated from. It was poetry, the struggle, how you felt, your mood. But not everybody obviously raps that way these days. But do you feel when you rap it's about how you feel?
Honestly, at times, yeah. At times it's definitely like a form of expression, like me just letting my emotions out, things I keep in. But other times it's fun. You have your fun music. There's a lot of different lanes in music, and that's honestly what I love about it. Everyone has a different way of expressing themselves.
Like you got the party music for the floor, for the dance floor. You got the the music that you just you just want to rock to. You know what I'm saying, when you're on the street. Then you got the music when you down that lifts you up, and it hits it right on the money of what you're going through. So I'm gonna hit you with the easy questions first, and then I'm gonna do my famous curveball questions that I normally do. You feel me? You on a Real Leel Show right now. 607-753-4819. Call up that number. But the next question here: who was some of the OGs that you look up to? Because hey, if it wasn't for these OGs, there would be no such thing as rap. So most people, they get their calling because they seen somebody do it, and it was like, listen, that's that guy right there. I'm gonna start rapping now, and I like this guy. I listen to this guy music all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had that in radio. You know what I'm saying? So who were some of these OGs that you looked up to?
Honestly, to start out with music, my number one is Slick Rick, I always say. Because, I remember third grade, second grade, me and my best friend singing Lolly Dotty on the lunch line. And people coming up to us like, yo, that song is hot. I'm just like, what are you talking about? This is slick. But we was chill. We was trying to, we tried to be hype second graders, so we took the little fan with it and everything. But that's that's jokes, but
we don't bother nobody.
Lottie Dotty. But he started me out with music, I would say, just his storytelling rhymes.
Oh, yes.
The way, like,
king of storytelling.
Facts. Just the way he portrayed pictures, it was just wavy to me, like, honestly. And in terms of, like, connecting with people, J.Cole, honestly, because there's times in his lyrics where I personally connect with it, and it's just, I connect with it. So I'm just like, wow, like, there's someone else out there going through things like me. It made me feel not alone in a way.
Did you have a chance to see J. Cole's performance last night at the All-Star game? He showed out. Yeah. That brother gave a whole concert. It wasn't even no halftime. That was a concert. That was a J. Cole concert. Playing all his classics, his tunes right there. And we look at the NBA. I mean, not the NBA. We look at the NFL, and they can't even get a decent performance. I mean, guys is turning down the deals, obviously, because of the Kaepernick situation. But the Maroon 5 was garbage. You had Big Boy coming out in a vehicle for 5 seconds, going back in there. You had SpongeBob that was basically Travis Scott's performance, one song. I mean, I'm like, what's going on? But last night, when it came to the NBA and the All-Star game, J. Cole was out there performing, had a whole concert. So, my thing is here, right? Since I brought up, you know, I wasn't gonna throw these curveball questions at you so quickly, but since I brought up the NFL, you know, I asked CJ Fly this question on the 5 Mic Festival Day. If you got an opportunity, if the NFL came to you and said, Shaq, I'm gonna cut you a check to perform your hit single at the halftime show, despite all the protests going on, right? I asked some people these questions. Some people say, you know, they won't do it because obviously they stand the red carpeting. Some people said they will do it because that's their opportunity, but they will make a message at that opportunity. They will possibly take a knee after. If they said, Shaq, we need you to perform at this halftime show, you get all the exposure from, you know, different races, you know, people that never heard of you, that don't even know you existed, they will hear about you. Would you have to take that deal? Come on, Shaq.
Most honest opinion,
Honestly, you on a Real Leel Show. Honest.
they offer me that, and I disagree. If I strongly disagree with the situations that they go through and everything, I personally would say no, because I don't want to help endorse a plot line that I don't agree with, kind of thing. But at the same time, I can't knock the people that says yes and wants to do that message, because everyone, you know, you get that, I like to say that spoken, like something in you, like that creative thought. It's just like, yo, you have to do this kind of thing. Like, I feel like you'll know if you should and if you're not, like morally, because at the end of the day, like, yourself comes first. If you feel comfortable, then do it, and do it to the best you could. And if not, don't let, yeah.
It kind of goes back to how I started off the show with the money versus the integrity situation. And to be honest with you, I can't look at people wrong for choosing either way, because at the end of the day, everybody got their own agendas. Everybody born with, you know, what they believe and stuff like that. So, you know, some people take the money route and try to help people along the way as best as they can, and some people take the straight on integrity route, you know. So basically where I'm going with this is basically, do you believe, what do you think about that whole situation about Steve Harvey and Monique? First of all, what is more important, the money or integrity? What is it?
Honestly, I'm not too fond on that. I like to I don't really look at like me personally, like celeb stories, because I feel like everyone, well, I'm focused on just like doing music or just doing something else than a spin-off kind of story kind of thing. And it's, oh man,
like, for example, or do you like mumble rap? Are you a big fan of mumble rap?
They gonna do what they do, but I wouldn't put that at my front of the list kind of music.
Alright, so if somebody came to you and was like, Shaq, alright, the only way you can succeed in the rap game, and we'll cut you a check, but you gotta be a mumble rapper. Would you be like, all right, $50 million, I'll be the best mumble rapper out here? Or would you be like, you know what, I'm not a mumble rapper, I rap from the heart, I rap how I feel, and that's it?
Nah, definitely not doing it. You gotta express, like you said, like earlier, you gotta express how you feel. That music was always a way of expressing myself, and I feel like to limit myself to one plane, that's limiting who I am, and that, nah. There's, to me, no amount of money that can limit yourself, kind of thing. You have to be yourself and have happiness in your life. So if you do it for money, there's always infinite amount. But as long as you doing what you feel is right, that's all that matters, honestly.
I got a couple more curveball questions for you, and then we're gonna come back to the regular hip hop, you know, questions that we got.
Gotcha.
So another curveball question for you here is, strike out. Another curveball question is basically the Gucci situation, because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because rappers set the tone for the fashion. And listen, if you ain't had Kanye West telling you to wear this, or Jay-Z or whatever telling you to wear this, you would have never heard of it, and you would never wear it. Rap and fashion goes together, even from the dawn of the rap game, with the Adidas and the LL Cool J's with the hat and the, you know. What's your thought about Gucci? Like, would you ever support Gucci still, or would you be like, you know what, you know, it's fashion, I'm still gonna wear it, but I know in my heart that I'm not with what they said or what they did with the blackface scandal and all that stuff? What goes into that thinking?
you put me into the light of this right now, but even
Curveball. True.
even before that, I never was a Gucci kind of person. The materials is materials.
Gucci.
We grew up. The name on your back. Fashion is fashion. Let me say that. Hip hop is definitely fashion, and it's always, I feel like, more of embracing your own kind of style with your fashion, like how ASAP do it, or other rappers do it to more where they feel comfortable as. It's always an expression. It's fashion, but it's also an expression of themselves too, in terms of style and everything. So with the Gucci, nah, I'm not rocking with the Gucci, honestly.
I remember one thing, and this is why I stopped really following. I do fashion because listen, it's my preference. I'm not gonna wait for somebody to be like in their lyrics, yo, get this, and now I get that. Cause I remember one time, when you're growing up, sometimes you get caught up in that trend. You know what I'm saying? When you caught up because you don't know no better. I remember one time Kanye West was promoting this daggone shorts with like stockings coming out of it. And I'll never forget one time I was at a store in the city and I was like, oh, Kanye West promoted, this is cool. Listen, when I tell you, I wore it once. I threw that in the sanitation truck the next day. I ain't wearing that foolishness no. I don't know what the hell was on my mind that time. And it gets like that. These people, they see these rappers, they promote these corporations that's really, really not for them when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's for the rich people at the top. You know what I'm saying? But we want to feel that we there because when we come out with fashion, it's almost like we made it. Almost is that label like, oh, I got money, I'm making it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, to me, all this stuff going on with Gucci, it's not worth it.
It's all perception, honestly.
It's all perception. So since we talking about fashion here, who are some of the rappers that you think takes that crown when it comes to fashion? Like, oh, nah, he got a different type of swag.
I'm gonna go ASAP.
ASAP? I figured that.
You have to. I mean, out of all the rap, and this is just all like what I see out of all the rappers, like he really goes out and does his own thing.
Yeah.
Like whether if it's like, the English skirts or whatever it is, he's rocking it and he's doing what he's doing. And if you think otherwise, then he's not gonna rock with your opinion, and he's just gonna do what he feels is best for him.
He's definitely up there in the ladder when it comes to fashion. A lot of rappers come to mind. It's not coming to my mind right now, but I know who you are. Just know that. So there's a question that I have also right now, and I asked a lot of people this question, and I was very surprised at the reaction or the answer that I got. At the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I have mine, you have yours. The man across the street got his. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own opinion. But I asked these people this question: is Jay-Z better than Nas? Because I definitely, when it comes to the GOAT, right? And I'm gonna get to that question too. I want to know who you think is the GOAT of all time. But before we get there, people that come up in these GOAT conversations are Nas and Jay-Z. That's who you hear the most. Obviously, the Biggie and Tupac, but people seem to have Jay-Z over Nas. Do you see a scenario, or could you say the same thing, that Jay-Z is a better rapper than Nas and is the GOAT over Nas based on catalog, everything, wordplay, flow, punchline, everything, lyricism, all that combined, albums, the quality of the albums, the longevity, all that? Obviously they're different, one is higher than the other. Obviously you're not gonna put, a little thing over, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I got you.
What do you think?
Honestly, I have to go Nas. Because more. Shout out to Hov. He's still a GOAT. Don't get me wrong, but Nas have more songs that I feel touch the soul than Jay-Z does. And Jay-Z definitely has, like you said, longer career. He has a longevity. He's a businessman, more than Nas. But in terms of to that pen to the pad, I'll have to go Nas.
I agree with you, but a lot of people don't seem to agree. And at the end of the day, I could see a scenario for Jay-Z. Obviously, the longevity, we all know about that. But it's not like Nas not out here still rapping too. You know what I'm saying? What you think about his latest collaboration with Kanye?
I didn't even hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
You about to put me on.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was a Kanye album more than it was a Nas album. And when I'm looking at Nas, I'm looking for listen, when I'm listening to Nas, I'm gonna have a dictionary in my hand, and I'm gonna be like, oh, word, okay, pause the song, okay, oh, that's what that means, okay, back, continue to play. Oh, hold up, dictionary again. That's what literally happened when you listen to Nas. It's sometimes there's some songs up to this day that I listen to all the time, and I'm realizing stuff that that I'm finding out now, and I just like my 100th time listening to the daggone song. So my thing is, I think Nas, first of all, when it came to the rap battle, the famous rap battle, the Ether and the Blueprint, both was good songs, both was classics. Ether, man, Ether ate that for live. Ether eat that alive, basically.
Facts. Ether definitely, yeah.
So I personally, I just think Nas is better than Jay-Z. But let's get to the main question here: is who is the GOAT of all GOATs? Who would you say is the best rapper of all time? Because that's always a trending topic at your local barbershop. It's always a trending topic in the lunchroom. It's always a trending topic in college, in the dorm room, whenever you have conversations. Who's the GOAT? Shaq, who do you think is the GOAT?
Oh, man.
It's getting hot in here. I just spilled some water over here, made a big mess. So we, at least they cool down over here. But it's hot in here.
I'm gonna have to go Pop.
Tupac, okay.
I grew up Biggie. Me growing up, learning music, it was Biggie.
You from the East Coast? Where you from?
I'm from the East Coast.
Where you
I'm from Harlem.
Harlem?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It
Tupac
was
was originally from Harlem, but he repped West Coast. But yeah,
he got East Coast ties. But it was Biggie because the whole East West Coast, like the debate, Pac was always viewed as the West Coast rapper. So it was just like, I have pride on the East Coast. Plus Biggie's hot. So what is Pac really saying? But then understanding like what Pac was doing, how he was about to like run for president and do some crazy unification kind of thing. Biggie's not touching that. Yeah, and Pac, because the GOAT, I feel is more like all around.
Okay.
Because Biggie definitely, not to say Biggie wasn't doing nothing, but I feel Pac was, the direction he was going was going to make a way bigger impact than Biggie probably. All around.
I can see a scenario in which you could put Pac ahead of Biggie. Me personally, though, if it came to the chart, if somebody was like, Lil, you better get this right, otherwise you gonna be tight, or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying, whatever was going on. Obviously I want to say something else, but I can't say it because I'm on FCC airwaves, so I'm not gonna say they put a gun to my head. Oh, okay, I just said it. If they put a gun to my head and said Tupac or Biggie, what would you choose? I'll just be like, Biggie, you know what I'm saying, because I believe the lyricism, man. Biggie, you saw that video when he was freestyling in front of the corner store, man. He took that mic, shoot, I mean, dang. But I could see a scenario, and this is why I don't fault nobody for saying Pac over Big. My preference, I go Big. But I could see a scenario when it came to Pac because, like you said, all around, he could have been able to make a Dear Mama song, Changes, along with Hail Mary, Thug Life, all this, other stuff. All Eyes on Me. He could be more with the gang style and then the positive style. Movies, all that, the impact. The fan base.
Yeah.
To me, nobody in rap got a bigger fan base than Tupac. As far as my understanding. Nobody. It's in hip hop and music, you got your Michael Jackson at the top, then the Tupac right under that.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. But Biggie impact is still there too. Biggie's right up there along with Pac, but Pac is ahead of Biggie as far as the overall fan base. It's almost like these two rappers is rapping now. They died in 1996, and around that time they still like
timeless.
They even dropping songs. Tupac.
Drake is coming out with Michael Jackson versions.
Exactly. These cats is dropping songs, man. That's how you know they could drop songs from the grave. That's how you know these people is talented. But there's another question I got, and it's slipping my mind, but I'm gonna get it back. Oh yeah, you said you was from Harlem.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Harlem rapper? Because Harlem definitely, oh my gosh, I can go on. Cameron, Big L, all these cats from out here in Harlem. Davies, currently.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to go Joel's.
Jarrell Santana, okay.
I'm going to go Dipset.
And why do you think Jarrell Santana is your Harlem king, should I say?
Just seeing me growing up, literally used to see him, Jim Jones, across the street from me at the store, chilling. And it's just like, yo, I see you on TV, and I'm seeing you right here. And his persona and his swag with things that, Jim Jones had the, like, aggression, but Joel's was more, like, swaggy with it. everyone wanted to be like, well, me growing up, I always tried to be like a little swaggy, like watch that and whatever. So I'm gonna have to go back.
Ballin'! Nah, you know who my guy from Harlem is, and like I said, Joel Santana, my dude. Cameron is my dude. Definitely Cam right there, my dude. But I cannot underestimate this cat, Big L. Oh my gosh. I mean, this brother, man. I was listening to his freestyle with my guy over here the other day, him and Jay-Z, and I'm just like, man, this guy, bro, if he didn't die, if it wasn't for his untimely death, this brother would have been top 3. I mean, this guy, his punchlines is wordplay, everything. Big L is my guy. That's my type of guy. But
Big facts.
Yeah,
I remember
facts.
his Ebonics, really.
Oh,
I know that for sure.
Facts. Put it on. Come on, Big L, put it on and on. Come on, Big L, put it on and on. I know I'm singing that a little bit wrong, but hey, Central New York, you get the point. You get the daggone point. You tuning into the Real Leel Show right now. My son Shaq is on the mic. We out here. So, another question here. Do you got any projects that you dropped previously or that you dropping right now that we should, get a pen and a notepad and write it down so we can tune in?
Honestly, right now, nah. Right now, we chilling. Like I said, it's my last semester, so I'm just finishing up graduation after. We working. This never stop. Like I said, writing is always my expression, and we always dropping music. I'll probably drop a couple songs, but right now the main priority is
Getting that
graduating.
degree. Yep. Definitely. Getting that what they call a piece of paper that says, Shaq, you graduated. Congratulations. So, another question here is this something that you want to pursue? Is rapping something like, listen, I want to pursue, I'm going to pursue it, it's not I'm going to, or is it just like a little side hustle where, like, I write here and there, but I'm going to be in my shirt and tie working at daggone Wall Street?
I'm not gonna jack the the Wall Street.
Wall Street, yeah. You want to work for that money over integrity, people.
Not jacking.
Money over integrity. Ain't nobody gonna be cutting the check. We gonna cut the check.
Facts. I'm more of a
Facts.
Writing music as a side hustle. Right now, it's more of a side hustle, but it's only because like school's priority after this. I could definitely probably say I'll probably chase it because I have to. I have to see where it goes. I feel like I'll limit myself not doing it. So after school, things is gonna be on and popping, but
On and popping. Like the 4th of July. I totally agree, man. I could definitely, from the little rap that you spit, that I'm about to have you spit on now in the FCC airwaves, I could definitely see you doing something with it. Go ahead and trace that dream, and don't let nobody tell you can't do it, my brother. But it's time to have what I call the Real Leel Show freestyle. My son over here, Shaq, we out here on the live YouTube. Now get ready. My son Shaq is about to spit some fire on the mic. Let me hear something.
Every day I'm thanking God for a different reason. Some days it's here to be alive and that I'm well and breathing. And other days it's to expose the hate and show my haters out in broad day so I can see them stop the future grieving. Praise God and work hard, yeah, that's all I need. My heart cold, the only heat came from them burning trees. I ask the Lord to please forgive me for my sins because the gluttony within got me eating even without a reason. Hey, I'm just doing my part. Hey, man, I'm just trying to ball. See the top of the stars before I go down and fall into the abyss where love isn't strong. I hope you feel me though, because when you down, that love really goes and fade away. I'm going crazy in my mind, I'm trying to find a way. They used to laugh and trust, I really felt a major way. Now day to day I grind and that laughter turned into press and play. Stomach rumbling, thinking when I'm gonna eat again. My gas is off and lately I just been losing friends. Is this the life that I wish for, huh? I'm pissed off for all the times that I've been pissed on, huh? Take it for granted. The earth is my goal, so I'm a planet. And these dreams not gonna stay in the seams, no, I'ma manage. All the snakes, fakes, and greats, y'all all food my plate. This A1, my stakes never been high. I still have been flying in the head of a pilot, smoking some ganja headed to space. In other words, I had a heck of a race. Shout out my parents, cause without a man, who knows what happened? Maybe trapping, maybe drugs. Things could change with some love. Magic happens, triple dub. Westbrook flow, cause I'm attacking. You be slacking like there's an interview. Only smoke talk on interludes. I know that I got some things to prove. Never lose, just think that lessons learned. Had a couple frenemies after bridges, I let them burn. So every day I'm thanking God for a different reason. Some days it's here to be alive and that I'm well and breathing. And other days it's to expose the hate and show my haters out in broad day so I can see them stop the future grieving. Praise God and work hard, yeah, that's all I need. My heart cold, the only heat came from the burning trees. I asked the Lord to please forgive me for my sins because the gluttony within got me eating even without a reason.
Shaq! Shaq! We out here, the Real Leel Show. My son Shaq with the freestyle out here, man. Definitely, I'm about to go to church, Shaq. You could be a Christian rapper. I could see that. You know, Lecrae, you could definitely be out here doing that. I see that Christian rap out here. And Kyrie Irving, the earth is not flat. All right, the earth is not flat. All right,
Yeah,
the earth is not flat. So one more thing, how can people follow you? You know, get in touch with your music, or just follow you on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff. The Central New Yorkers, people on YouTube, they ready to hear it.
All right, Snapchat is Dozill, DOZILL _ Instagram Dozill, DOZ, same thing, ILL _. You know, 2018 Minute Mondays. If y'all want, y'all can check them out. Hopefully y'all love them. I dropped them on Monday freestyle every Monday last year, so I hope y'all rock with that. That give you a little introduction to myself.
Exactly, definitely. If you watch it on YouTube and you gotta pause the video to get it, definitely do that. And I definitely see you on Valentine's Day. You dropped a little video. I peeped that. Now me out here for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I see you. But definitely, it's a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming through, chilling with Real Leel. We out here. We'll be back from commercial. 607-753-4819 is the request line that you are going to call. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one more hour. All right, Central New York. We are back for hour number 2 of the Real Leel Show. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I rock. A good hour, but it's time for hour number 2, and I'm going to start off with this. Giving y'all my All-Star Weekend recap. Obviously, we had the All-Star festivities, and one thing about the NBA is always good when it comes to these types of weekends, because the NFL still don't got it going. All right, with the Pro Bowl that nobody watch. All right, nobody really care, literally. You know, the NBA seems to get it right all the time. All right, so as you all know, Hamidou Diallo won the slam dunk contest. I predicted that Miles Bridges was going to win it, but, you know, he couldn't get it together. So he lost, along with Dennis Smith Jr. Joe Harris, he won the three-point competition. That was a pretty good competition. Now, obviously, we had the Splash Brother, Stephen Curry, out there. He made 19 straight threes, which, you know, you thought that would be good enough for him to win. But obviously, Joe Harris came and did what he, you know, wanted to do, which was win the competition. And me and Kenny C on our other radio show, In the Huddle, we predicted that he was going to be the dark horse, and he actually ended up winning. Jason Tatum won the skills challenge, defeating Trae Young, who was runner-up. Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Team LeBron James beat Team Giannis 178-164 as Giannis. All right, the Greek Freak. Okay, the Greek Freak shows how great this brother is. Putting up 38 points, 5 assists, 11 rebounds. The brother is playing out of this world. Okay, this brother, if it wasn't for James Harden doing what James Harden was doing right now, I mean, he would have been the clear-cut MVP. And to me, it's closer than what people think. Giannis is having an excellent year. His team is better. Who thought the Bucks would be the #1 seed in the East right now? I sure didn't. I ain't think they're going to be top 3 before the year started. But obviously, they got it together. And part of it is because of this man right here, the Greek Freak. All right? He was balling. That one pass from Stephen Curry where he bounced on the floor. This guy jumped up 10 feet like he was Superman, caught out the air with one hand and dunked it. Oh, my gosh. Can you please teach me? Can you please teach me how to do that? Because I can't even do a layup. I mean, I could. I ain't going to say myself like that. I could definitely go do a layup. You can see me on the court. You know, I just thought it went better with what I just said. But I could definitely do a layup. Anyway, to Kevin Durant, the MVP of the game, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. KD proving that he is that prolific scorer. He's proving that he is competing with LeBron James for that crown of being the best player in the NBA right now. And some will argue that KD is. And honestly, if you would have come up to me today, be like, listen, Jaleel, well, we on airwaves, so Real Leel. If you would have came up to me and was like, Real Leel, KD is the best player in the NBA, I'll just be like, okay. I won't even argue with you. Because you can definitely say that. He's that good. His length, being able to shoot from all angles of the court, you can't defend him. I won't argue with you. All right, he's right up there, and I'm pretty sure after this season, I will give him that crown of being the best. in the NBA. Right now, I still lean towards LeBron James, obviously, because he makes his team around him better. You know, when LeBron James is not there, the Lakers are in disarray. All right, so literally, I still think LeBron James is the best player in the NBA, but I won't argue with you if you said KD. All right, obviously, Team Giannis, Giannis is a bad picker when it comes to drafting guys because obviously their guys was very small, and that's why when it was up, I pretty much knew Team LeBron was gonna come back because at the end, when it's close, you need to get rebounds, and they had all the big guys. These guys was little. These guys wasn't getting no rebounds. So I expected it. We all should have expected it. But for the most part, we had a good All-Star weekend. Obviously, everything was good. The skills challenge was good. The dunk contest, so. The three-point contest was good. Everything was good. Even the All-Star game. Guys was out here showing off. You had Klay Thompson on fire. You had Dirk Nowitzki shooting his famous shot that's unguardable. I mean, everything was good. The NFL, you need to take notes. You need to take notes. Because the NBA, as far as I'm concerned, and I've been saying this, I sound like a broken disc record with no scratches on it. The NFL needs to take notes because the NBA is far ahead of the NFL right now. The NFL got ratings is dropping like flies. The NBA, the ratings are going up. The NBA listens to its players. The NFL do not. The NFL don't pay guys worthy contracts. All right? That's a tough sport with CTE and concussions. You can step on the field and don't even be part of the action to get a concussion. And they don't get paid. The NBA guys is getting Supermax $235 million, turning that down because they know they're going to get it somewhere else. I mean, the NBA is winning right now. The NBA is winning. Like Charlie Sheen or whatever the cat name is from 2.5 Men said, we winning, yeah, we winning. But when we come back from commercial, I'm going to have my other guest on to talk all things business. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuning in to the Real Leel Show. Don't go nowhere. On the Real Leel Show. I know it's snowing outside. I know you're in the car. Wherever you're going. If you're going to the bar, whatever it is. If you're going home, you tune into the show. Shout out to y'all. 607-753-4819 is a request line. Once again, 607-753-4819 is a request line. It's approximately 9:10. I got my friend. We on here. My son over here. How's it going? We out here.
Chilling, just living it up, living every moment.
Just tell everybody, your name, where you from, and let's get it.
I'm Joseph, born in Central New York, living life to the fullest, working 2 part-time jobs, just on the grind every day, man. On the grind, all the time till we shine. Woo, I'm here with the bars. Shaq about to come up on here with me. We about to make a mixtape out here. We out here, but, you got a business going on, and it's always good to see people running businesses and being a part of businesses because people seem to not know the importance of owning stuff. They always want to get that check cut to them. You know what I'm saying? But you got this business going on. And can you please explain to the Central New Yorkers who are tuning into the car what this business is, my brother? Yes, sir.
The mic is yours.
It's like I always tell people. People always ask me like the ways to make money and stuff on the side from home and like if things is real or not, like online and stuff like that. And I always tell people, no matter what you see online, there's never going to be a free way to make money. People are always going to tell you there's going to be a free way to make money. You could do this and that. In order to make money, you have to spend money. And that is one of the oldest and most true sayings you can ever follow by. Basically, what I work for is a roadside assistance company from home. We're kind of like AAA, but about 50 times better. AAA, they offer about maybe 3 tow packages a year. After that, you kind of just stuck on your own because you've used up all your tows. Who I work for is Motor Club of America. They offer unlimited tows 24/7, 365, no matter where you're at. Unlimited fuel delivery, tire chains, battery jumps, exclusive vacation plannings, reservations, discounts, rental car discounts, arrest bonds, bail bonds, attorney fees.
Hey.
It's everything.
That's
everything
a community right there. That's a whole daggone community, neighborhood.
Sir.
All that Central New York. If you don't jot this down, I don't know what you doing because I be seeing some of the trucks they be driving around. Y'all need this. I'm not trying to cut nobody. I'm not trying to diss nobody. But I be seeing some of y'all broken down trucks. Y'all need to get this number down, please. But go ahead and continue explaining, my brother.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, with the snow that goes on, you know,
Oh,
winding
yeah.
up in ditches, and you know what it's like to just call up the family and tell them, you know, you're stuck, you're in a bad issue. You know what I mean? Even if you're not hurt, it's a terrible thing to have to deal with. And you know, just to know that Motor Club of America is with you 24/7, 365, there for you through your problems, and the fact that they don't treat you like just a customer, they treat you like family, which is the part that makes it an all-time greatest partaken work from home that I've ever partaken in, honestly. So
That's good. So you just mentioned a good point, right? And I have water, and it's getting hot in here. I was like, yeah, there you go. Woo! That's it, man. It's hot in here. Woo! Throw the water out here, like I'm baptizing. But you know, you said a point. In order to make money, you gotta spend money. Can you reiterate that, my brother?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you go and look at some of the most, I mean, it could be anything: rappers, businessmen, entrepreneurs, jewelers, anything, man. You know they don't come up off of nothing. I mean,
Exactly.
they're buying advertising, they're buying resources, they're buying business cards, they're buying, you know, business cell phones, just investments in anything. And so basically, with this company, you're paying for your membership, and it's very cheap, $19.95 a month, $40 to start because you're paying for your first and last month. And as soon as you decide to quit, they pay for your last month if that's what you decide to do. Or if you just can't afford a month, you can always use that backup pay to pay for that month where you're kind of struggling during the month. And like I said, it's super cheap. You got a super potential of making income from it. You can make an unlimited amount depending on how many people you sign up. You are making $79.95 per sign up, direct deposit to your bank account every Friday. If you get 3 people this week, you get 3 times $79.95 next Friday, direct deposit.
Steve Harvey, if you listen, I know you all about your money. I know you got 2 radio shows. I know you got a TV show, but you know, based on that interview, you're all about your money. So I know you want an extra $79 in your account. So if you tune in on this video, get sent to you, my brother. Definitely jot that down too, Mr. Steve Harvey. But so basically, you got this thing on. What got you into this? How did this come about for you?
So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was watching viral videos, a lot of funny stuff, funny animals, you know, just funny fail videos, prank videos. And I had seen this comment, and you know how you see all the comments, you kind of think they're scams, you know, work from home, this and that. But I seen this man, he posted his bank transactions. He blurred out his bank account numbers, but he posted his transaction numbers. And I said, you know what? You got to take a risk to make a risk. And so I messaged him. I found out more about the company. He gave me a phone number to call, which I do have right here. If anybody needs it, they can email me at the end of the show. I have the email provided to you. And I called them, waited on the helpline, and I found out it was a 100% legit company from 1926. I then decided to take the risk and sign up with him through the website that he had sent me in order to sign up, which you will be taught how to make if you do decide to sign up for this company, and then you can send that to other people to sign up underneath your name in order to make your direct deposit payments into your account directly.
So when you saw this, you saw the comment, you know, you thinking like, should I click on it? Should I not? Is it going to be a scam? Was there any fear in taking that risk?
I mean, definitely. I want to say like 80% of my thought at the time was just fear, like, man, this guy's gonna get my bank account info. Something could happen.
That's a risk. Next thing you know, you on zero. You see your current balance and it says 0. Like, what?
Yes, sir. And he had wound up sending me like a screen recording. He said, hold up, I'm gonna scan you a screen recording of what I'm actually doing. And he wound up showing me his website, and you don't even actually see your customer's bank account info. Wow. You just see that they're signed up and that they're pending for payment. And as soon as their payment says that it's approved under your website info, because you have a little back office, as soon as it says approved, you then can send the training videos that you have saved in your phone, which will get sent to you by whoever signed you up. You can then send those out due to the fact that you know that their payment has been approved, and then they will learn how to sell the product, what type of audience to target, where to post, when to post, how to make ad campaigns, videos, everything you'll need to know all in one, instantly.
Sure, I'm about to get up on that myself. I ain't gonna lie, Jack. I need some little money in my account. You know what I'm saying? So, is there any age limit? You know, do you gotta be a certain age, 21? You know, a lot of things is 21 and over. You can't even vote at a certain age, you know what I'm saying? But you could serve in the army. You know, what's going on? What's the ages? Or can anybody do it? If I was I had a 3-year-old daughter, right? Which I don't plan on having no kids anytime soon. But, 3-year-old daughter from somebody said, I want to do this, mommy. Can she be able to do it?
So when I first signed up for this company, I had actually thought that you had to be 18 and up, but somebody had told me it's actually 17 or 16, because when you sign up for this company, as long as you have a bank account, even if it's a parental run bank account and it's jointed with somebody else, as long as you have access to that account and you can make transactions, deposit and withdraw and all that stuff, you can actually do this. So, that's all you have to have. You don't even have to make the payments for the service with a bank account if you wanted to buy a prepaid, like Vanilla One card from the gas station, because you're a little sketched about if it's going to be serious or not, like how I was in the beginning. You can do that. But the only way that you're going to get your direct deposit through your payments is if you have a bank account set up directly to the services that you're providing for everybody.
I know people like, damn, Jaleel, 3-year-old, really gonna go there? With the age of technology, man, 3-year-olds got Instagram, so shoot, it's not for a fetch, you know what I'm saying? But, so, basically, people that's in the business, obviously, right? So I'm not gonna go into your financial state. I'm not gonna put you on blast on the airwaves like that. But do you know somebody that made a certain amount that was just like, wow, he made this doing this? And how much was that? You don't have to say the person's info, I don't want nobody putting the AP out for the brother, but
Yeah, we have one of our main leaders. His name is Jose. He's from California. I got a couple of his links saved in my phone for his videos. But he does this full time. As I had said before, I work 2 part-time jobs along with doing this work from home. So I don't do this as a full-time thing. But he does this full-time, boosting ad campaigns, putting flyers up, business cards. When he goes to the club, he hands them out. Like anything he does is just involving Motor Club of America. And he chose to make that his lifestyle. And due to the fact of the passion that he has for this and bringing it everywhere with him and not taking a break, he's able to buy, I've seen him with 3 Lamborghinis, a Rolls Royce, the mansion, everything. But you got to remember, with hard work, that's what's going to come to you. Exactly. He makes this his passion his whole life. He's just, everywhere he's going is Motor Club of America. I had even seen on one of his Lamborghinis, he had that vinyl on the side of the car, Motor Club of America, right on the lamp.
Wow. He's balling out here. He driving Roses and all that good stuff. Shoot, I know people here, they hear these materialistic things, they're like, oh shoot, turn the volume up on the radio in the car, the Real Leel Show, turn it up right now, we out here, my son over here, Joseph, we out here. So another thing too, this is an important thing, right? Can you tell the Central New Yorkers that's listening, that's probably going through it, that's broke, what's your final punchline to them? That would be like, all right, this is why you need to join this. Final punchline. Even if you just go reiterate everything, just final punchline.
It's just the fact that I've been there, and it's like I said, you got to take a risk to make a risk, and it stinks to think about that there are companies out there that are like that are not going to, reimburse you for the money that you spend to try to invest with them because they're a scam or something. But, if you don't take risk in life, what really is life? How many times have you took a risk and come out on the top and been like, man, what I just did really could have messed me up?
The Real Leel Show was a risk.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Exactly. So I remember you just brought up the the guy that we was talking about that's out of California. So this is a worldwide. This is United States, or is it a certain area? Could you how is that?
It's fully covered in the USA and Canada at the moment.
So people in on YouTube, if you in California, Texas, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, you know what I'm saying, whatever, Florida. So, I'm trying to go through all the states, but it's 50 states. I don't got time to go through 50 states. But you know what I mean. Definitely, you got to take a look at this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They also cover $50,000 in life insurance if you wind up getting in a car accident and you are in your car, in your friend's car, anybody's car. You get in an accident and you wind up passing away. You're an MCA member. Your family is covered instantly. You go to the hospital because you're in an accident. You are earning $54,750 in hospital benefits.
Whoa, my son came with the mathematics. My son came with the math. See, he bringing math over here. You know what I'm saying? He bringing math. I know a lot of people got trouble with math. Math was never my thing. But, my son bringing the math out here. It definitely sounds legit to me. In my eyes, sound really legit. So, basically, how could these, people, that's listening, get their start? Like, what do they need to do first? Is it, like, yeah, basically, like, they listening right now, they hearing this, they hearing the numbers, they, once people, you know how people are, once they hear numbers, they now you got their attention. So how could they go about starting tomorrow if they want to start?
Well, the first thing that you really have to look at before you decide to even jump into this is how motivated you are going to be. I get so many people texting me like, yo, if I spend the money on this, how do I know I'm actually going to make money? And the first thing that I send back to them is, well, how hard are you willing to try for this? How much work are you going to put into this? If you sign up for this, are you going to be doing it one time a week? Are you going to be logging on all the time? Facebook, in person, handing out your phone number, handing out, business cards, telling people in restaurants, you can do door to door. Any way you could get your website out and your name out for this company is any way you can make money. And if you wanted to learn more about this information, I have a simple email. It's moneywithjoe@aol.com. Can't be any simpler than that. moneywithjoe@aol.com. If you want to get an inquiry about that, moneywithjoe@aol.com.
moneywithjoe@aol.com. Mark it down, ladies and gentlemen. Mark it down. So is there a number they could also call?
Not for me directly. I could give you my number if I know you're interested through the email. But if you did want to call the customer assistance number to prove that it is a real company, that's going to be 1-800-435-7622. That's 1-800-435-7622. And you could ask to speak with a representative and just ask what the company is kind of about. They will be more than happy to put you on to the company, tell you all of the benefits that they have to offer, the 24-hour roadside, the vacation planning, car rental discounts, everything that you are definitely going to want to change your life, along with the opportunity to make tons of money.
Tons of money, ladies and gentlemen. His email is money. Listen, this brother sound like money to me. He walked in here money. True religious sweater on, got the chain, the sweats. The brother is money himself, okay? This is the card for people on YouTube right here. MCA right here. The number, ladies and gentlemen, those of y'all watching
name right
on YouTube,
yes,
right here. Get y'all watch it, get it. All right, cool. Pause the video if you missed it. So, let's get into some pop culture stuff now. We trending towards a different stratosphere now. Now we got the business out of here. We was talking before the show, and I asked him this question. I can't throw curveballs at the brother, not throw you one. Who is the GOAT?
Oh, I want to say for the old school generation, honestly, the GOAT would have to be, in my opinion, Slick Rick. I gotta really throw it out there.
Play this song.
It's gonna be a lot of controversy from a lot of people. I know Tupac really tried to make all those positive changes, and you didn't see too much from Slick Rick on that era of making the positive change. But as for telling story wise, I mean, he was one of the all-time best storytellers on the spot.
Definitely the all-time storyteller. I mean, this brother will have you. That brother and his lyrics will place you in that event that he is rapping about. You know what I'm saying? And I just played the song prior to coming here, Children's Story. That's always a classic. The one that Shaq brought up, Lottie Dottie. We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? We got all that Slick Rick out here. That's an excellent pick right there. He gets underrated at times, I think. When it comes to the top 10. He gets underrated. What are your thoughts on Tekashi 6ix9ine? Obviously, we all know about him coming onto the scene. Part of him getting to the top was his trolling. The trolling that got the brother into trouble. And now, with everything going on, him snitching, he basically might walk out a free man. Obviously, he's going to have to get that witness protection. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm seeing it everywhere on social media. A lot of controversy about it, like a snitch is a snitch and this and that. I feel personally, in my opinion, that he chose that lifestyle. I mean, if you're gonna choose the lifestyle of the street and the hood, and you're gonna pick to do those kind of things, you're gonna have to be ready for what you have to fess up to. And even though he's in witness protection, I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely gonna be a risk for him when he walks out of those bars. Definitely. Because even though he's in witness protection, people are still going to know where he's at.
Exactly. Like you just said, you signed up for it. You got to know the rules of the game that you're playing. You go to college. You know damn well that's gonna come up with hard work, studying all types of nights in the hours, or the hours in the nights, and you got class in the morning, and you know, bad food, you're not eating right, basically, you're not getting your nutrition right. So you know it comes with the risk, it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? You know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And he signed up to be that thug instead of him just, you know, making the money, doing the rap. He was a pretty good rapper. I like a few of his songs. It was not bad. You know what I'm saying? We look at these other rappers, I'm not going to name people, obviously. But you like, what the hell are they talking about? But this guy, there was some songs that actually bumped. And he could have just did the rapping thing, whatever, and make his money and provide for his family. But no, the brother decided to tell people to do you know what, and to get this and do that, and take out baby mamas that he had no reason of doing, and causing all this commotion, putting out a hit on somebody he had beef with. And now you got put in a position. My thing is, you got caught for snitching. I mean, you got caught for what you was doing. Right? You should do the time for what you got caught for doing.
You know what they say, you do the crime, you pay the time. That's about it.
Exactly. And it's just crazy with that whole situation and everything that's going on right now. So we have other stuff going on, obviously. I want to bring up, see, I'm doing this from the top of the dome, ladies and gentlemen. This is experience on the mic right now. I'm doing it for the top of the dome. No notes, none of that, folks. I'm doing it. So, another topic here. Liam Neeson, his comments. I want to get it from your perspective, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Liam Neeson is, you know, I don't know if you heard the story or not, but if you didn't, I'm going to reiterate it. For those of y'all listening too. He, basically, his friend got raped, and she got raped by a black guy. And Liam Neeson made the comments that, you know, that night, he was looking for any black guy that he saw on the street, and he was going to take him out because of that. So, from your perspective, you know, obviously he's reflecting. It wasn't a current situation that happened years prior. Do he have a right to bring that up and say how he felt? Or is it just still wrong and we shouldn't support him because he had that thought, even if it was at once?
I mean, you can't blame a random innocent bystander for something that had happened due to your prior life, because, I mean, you don't see people going out because their boy got killed by, I guess, a Mexican guy, and you don't see
El
your
Chapo.
Boy, yeah, you don't see your boy going out trying to kill every
El
Mexican
Chapo
guy they
everybody.
see.
El Chapo, you snitch on El Chapo. The jury, I'll pray for that jury because they're coming for you. But yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, that situation, that made me lost, you know, a lot of respect for Liam Neeson, because at the end of the day, you know, you still, even though it was a past, you shouldn't have that mentality of harming others because of what happened to your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there was the Emmett Till situation with the woman. Yeah, you know we on FCC airways, so you know we was on my podcast, I would have said something else. You know, so you know, but we on the airwaves, ladies and gentlemen. So I respect the airwaves criterias and all that. We had a woman that, you know, came out years later saying that she lied about Emmett Till. You know, obviously saying that, you know, he whistled at her at that time and he ended up getting brutally beat down and murdered. And we had that situation. So it kind of reminds me of the Jim Crow, of him being able to be like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take any black person life I see because she hurt my friend. When in all actuality is that, you know, things happen and you know, the correlation between the two.
And yeah, another thing you definitely got to remember is that so many people go through things that it could have been 5-10 times worse than that. You know, I mean, you got to think about 9/11. You got to think about, you know, the Las Vegas shootings that happened at that concert. Like, what was that? Like a year ago?
Yeah, that was a year ago.
2017. Yeah, I mean, you got to think about all those people. They lost maybe 5-6 people in their family, like on the spot. I mean, and those people don't go out just making them kind of thoughts. You know, everybody's got to deal with trauma in their life, and it's definitely something hard. And if you need somebody to see about that, they got shrinks, they got counselors, you know, they got support groups, they got online forums. I mean, technology rules the world nowadays. Any type of help you need, you could reach out, and people are going to be there for you on the spot.
Technology definitely rules the world, and you could, you know, technology, you could have an audience. You can start your brand just like you promoted your brand, and you found out about it on YouTube. You see,
Yeah.
that's social media right there. So a lot of y'all,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
instead of sitting at home doing nothing, you get what I'm saying? There's opportunities out here that make money, no matter what it is. Some people go through the school route, some people go through the social media route, but there's always opportunity to make money. But since we talking about money, and money is the topic of this whole basically show, and the way how I started up the show, I'm going to ask you this question: money and integrity. I always see some people get money by, you know, losing their integrity. Some people are fortunate enough to be able to make money and don't have to worry about those things. And some people make money and try their best to help people along the way. What are your thoughts on the money versus integrity conversation?
Yeah, when I first heard you talking about it, I definitely feel like if you are making money and losing your integrity, I'm not gonna judge you for it. I mean, that's something that you're deciding to do. That's your own personal choices. You know, I respect the hustle no matter what you're doing. If you get into the bag, you get into the bag. That's just what it is. Me personally, I would not, you know, tarnish my integrity just for some money. There's a million other ways that you can make money without having to hurt your status or, you know, make your family, your friends, all of them look bad. There's a million other things that you can do to make your money. But I'm saying if that's something that you want to do, there's no judge for me for that.
One more thing. I want to get into some rap. You familiar with MGK and Eminem, right? You familiar with the beef?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
not the beef, but the rap battle.
Yes, sir.
I personally think, and I'm not a prisoner of the moment type of dude. I like more of where we was before we got here type of movements. But I think that MGK and Eminem battle was really a classic, honestly, because even though a lot of people was like Eminem won, MGK had a great song. That was a great tune right there. I liked it. I think it was overall a better song than what Eminem put out.
Yes, sir.
Some people you got a few people that said MGK won. What are your thoughts on that whole thing?
Honestly, I guess it's kind of coming from a little bit of an opinion on me because I didn't really tell you this, but I was an MGK fan long before I was an Eminem fan. He definitely had a very fire verse. I'm not gonna lie, Eminem gets a lot of respect for where he has gotten into in his career. MGK had even told Eminem prior to all of the beef that he had no problems with him, you know, and Eminem, honestly, the one thing I don't like about him is he's letting all the power go to his head lately, in my opinion, because due to the fact that he knows he's all the way on the top, he's got to call a lot of people out for no reason, and that's what's causing a lot of this controversy. And I think Joyner Lucas, he does have a lot of bars as well, but I also think that he is one of those type of people that does that as well, is just calling a lot of people out for no particular reason.
I think they do that because they know they can't be beat like that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was like, yo, give me a battle rapper right now if your life was on the line, I'm calling Eminem. I'm calling Eminem. That's the first person that cut in my mind. So I guess when you got that talent, when you got the punchline, you got, you know, the lyrics or whatever. I mean, I can't relate to half the stuff Eminem be talking about because I'm not that insane. But when you were able to do all that, I mean, hey, you bully people sometimes in the rap game, especially when people don't respect the OGs and be like, I'm better than he and him. All right, show it.
Definitely.
Show it. So now that you brought up Joyner Lucas, I would think that would be an excellent rap battle. Joyner Lucas versus Eminem. Right there. Rap battle.
That would definitely be like a throat to throat.
Fact.
For sure.
I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, stir up something. I don't want no, you know, next thing you know, we end up with a Tupac Biggie situation. But, you know, that's my personal opinion. I think, you know, that Joyner Lucas and the Eminem battle, you know, that would be a dope battle right there.
The one thing I did notice more than all between the MGK and the Eminem beef, though, is that the producer for both of those tracks was the same person. And that was what kind of blew my mind. Ronnie J had produced both of the beats for those tracks, which everything, you know, being even in the music industry or the producing industry, that is definitely a next level step. But that was definitely a close call on that rap battle.
Definitely. I think it's more closer than what people made it out to be. Because I definitely like both, you know, obviously, and I think it was 50-50. Well, it wasn't 50-50, but I think it was that close, in my opinion, my personal opinion.
Definitely.
But definitely 607-753-4819 is a number that you're going to call. Once again, 607-753-4819 is a number that you're going to call. Joseph, thanks for hanging out today on the Real Leel Show. I'm definitely going to bring you back over here.
Always.
And we'll be back from commercial in the next couple of minutes after these brief messages. New York, that's the class. You know what I'm saying? It's around 10 o'clock. Y'all about to go to bed. I gotta set y'all off right with some calm music. None of that, I'ma shoot you tonight. Nah, y'all don't need those. Y'all need those right now. It's nighttime. Now, you need that old classic Mary Jane Girls all night long. Oh yeah. And y'all can listen to the Real Leel Show all night long. But unfortunately, we end at 10 o'clock. So I gotta end this show off correctly. And I'm going to get into some sports to close out this show. Tyson Fury signs with Top Rank for co-promotion, as this deal includes 2 fights in America on ESPN and is worth $80 million. At least he ain't getting no cheap checks like Monique, $500,000. That's way more than that. But anyway, however, it comes with everything comes with an asterisk. And then the asterisk is that the Wilder fight, the rematch, is probably going to be in doubt, obviously, because they're on 2 different sides of, the team, obviously with him being in ESPN, 2 different sides of the universe. And, they was working on a deal for the Wilder and Tyson Fury too. But with, Tyson Fury signing the deal that he did today, it puts it in jeopardy. However, it's not officially that it's off. Shelly Finkel, that's what he said. But, listen, I want to see this fight, because Anthony Joshua is always scared of fighting these dudes. And I made a live the other day on Saturday, and I said how I felt about Joshua. And, you had those those 2 trolls that come over here and be like, you don't know boxing, what do you talk about? Listen, I know boxing, okay? The brother is ducking everybody. He don't want to fight these cats, all right? So if you don't know by now, then you don't know nothing about boxing, all right? So don't come over here on my live and tell me I don't know nothing about boxing, because I damn sure do. But anyways, Tyson Fury, once again, signing with Top Rank, ESPN. And, Tyson Fury, this is a good thing for him, obviously, because we all know about his depression, coming back from depression. Was at the top of the heavyweight division when he fought Klitschko and beat Klitschko, ending his 18-year run, then going into depression, being at the lowest point, coming back with only 2 tune-up fights to fight Wilder, and should have beat him. Literally, he won the fight, but the judges gave it a draw. And he donating half of his check to charity, and for, depression corporations or whatever they got going on, charities or whatever for people with mental health illness. He was able to donate half his check to get a nice $80 million deal. I'm happy for the brother, and I hope that we will get this Wilder rematch sometime in the future, hopefully in March. But moving on from that, to close out the topic that, I started off with the money or integrity situation, let's go into some T.I. and Mayweather. So obviously, Mayweather made some comments about Gucci after the Gucci blackface scandal, in which Mayweather said, I'm not stopping buying Gucci. We don't gotta boycott it, Basically pro Gucci after everything. You know what I'm saying? So my thing here is with Mayweather is, I was a Mayweather fan prior to a lot of the stuff that I've been seeing from Mayweather as of late. Me, I'm a person, I try to be as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like what you're doing, if you're not standing up for something, I'm not going to roll with you. I don't care if I roll with you 5 years ago. I don't care if I roll with you 10 years ago. As soon as you mess up, I'm going to hold you accountable for you messing up. And if you continue to mess up, then I'm jumping ship. Like it's a daggone FCC airwaves. I'm not going to say that. But anyway, like I was saying, Mayweather, he's wrong. All right? T.I. is right. We need to stop buying stuff from corporations, all right, because it look good on us, because they're expensive, when they don't support us. When basically they are racist, because that's what that is. All right? Why am I supporting you, making your brand popular, making your brand at the top, when you are racist? That's the thing when it goes with integrity. What integrity do you have to sit there from now going forward, after seeing the Gucci blackface scandal, and saying, you know what, today I'm going to buy me a Gucci belt. I'm going to buy me a Gucci shirt. I saw Giannis enter the Canupo at the daggone All-Star festivities with a Gucci shirt on. But the brother from Greece, so I'm not even going to hold him accountable, because he's not even a freaking citizen. But I'm not even going to hold the brother accountable. He's from Greece, all right? But people from America that been dealing with everything that has been going on for the last 400 years. What goes in the thought of you seeing this and saying today that I'm going to buy me something from Gucci? And it all happens. I mean, quite frankly, if I'm being real here, I don't want to get too deep, but there's a lot of corporations out here that are like that. You know about the H&M situation, the coolest monkey in the jungle. We all know about that, but last time I checked, H&M was packed the other day. When I was back home in vacation, I saw that joint packed. People, where is the integrity at? You know what I'm saying? Where is it? And that's, I'm not trying to start no daggone revolution in this, and I'm here to talk, do my 2 hours of my airtime and get my point across. You know what I'm saying? But, I want people to really understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? And T.I. is right. And Mayweather, you need to start doing something for your community at some point. You go into the strip club, you're throwing all these bands at strippers. Bands will make her dance. All that, stuff that you do. Your watch worth $50,000. You bought what? You bought like $50,000 iced tea. I never heard of a $50,000 iced tea drink. Man, if you don't go down to freaking get you a lemonade, a Minute Maid iced tea, man, come on. Like, that's money you can donate. Muhammad Ali, a boxer, all right? He wasn't having that. He stood up for what he had to stand up for, right? He said, listen, my integrity is important. So like I said, in the world, you have these people, right? This society where people, money means everything to them. They'll throw you in the water for money. And you have some people, some transcendent people over time, like LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick, the list goes on. Muhammad Ali, there's so much, this list goes on. Obviously, I'm not going to remember everybody on top of my head. But you got some people that stand for something. It's more than about the money. It's more than about the ching-ching, dollar bill, cream, get the money. It's more than about that, ladies and gentlemen, for some people. You know what I'm saying? And Mayweather, man, as far as I'm concerned, Mayweather, you done lost my respect. All right, I remember all the pay-per-view fights that this brother was in, right? Supporting his brother. I got to watch the Mayweather fight. I'm sitting there, at that time, didn't know nothing about boxing at that time when I was little, but I wanted to see Mayweather. He fought Oscar De La Hoya. Mayweather, let's go, Mayweather, let's go. Even when he made questionable business decisions, ducking Pacquiao for 5 years, which he did, and I admitted that. He ducked Manny Pacquiao, in case you didn't know it by now, right? I still was pro Mayweather. Even when he was fighting Karate Kids, like the last fight that he just fought, which he shouldn't have business fighting, I still supported Mayweather. I supported Mayweather because I love to see a black man being successful, having money, being able to provide for his family and live a good life. But when you start talking the nonsense that come out your mouth, still supporting Gucci after what the hell they just posted up, I lose respect for you. And on the Real Leel Show, if you don't earn your respect, you ain't getting it. See y'all next week. The Real Leel Show. We out.